Hello, fellow Toastmasters and World Wide Web friends. I'm Cliff Colvin, Program Quality Director for District 23 Toastmasters for this 2018 and 2019 year. If you've gotten any emails from me, you've probably noticed that I send a custom email to you that has your name and certain information about our relationship or things that pertain specifically to you. But if you look really closely, you'll notice that these emails are actually a mail merge or automated email. I wish that I had the time to send out 1,500 emails in a day, but I really just don't. And so the way that I achieve the results of being able to mass mail a large list, again, say 1,500 people, is to use a Google Mail add-on called Yet Another Mail Merge. This add-on with a normal Google Mail account will allow you to send 400 emails a day if you have a paid subscription and 50 emails a day if you have a free subscription. And if you use not a normal Gmail account but a G Suite account, so your email address at yourdomain.com where you're paying either 5 or 10 or maybe a little more if you have the enterprise edition of that per month, in combination with the paid subscription to Yet Another Mail Merge, you can send 2,500 emails a day. And 2,500 emails is a lot of emails in a day. So if you are interested in this, I'll walk you through how to use it. If you go and you sign up for the free account, for most people, the 50 email limit in a day is going to be enough. So let's get started and just look at what it would take to add the add-on, create my first mail list, and then create an email template that I want to send out to, and just go from there. So we're going to start here in my Gmail application, and I'm going to compose an email. I'm going to leave my to field blank, and I'm going to go into the subject, and I'm going to add a field with 2 curly braces, and I'm going to say first name with no spaces in it, because that's how I like to use my columns there. And I'm just going to say, I need you to look at this great information. So this is obviously just a test message. And I'm going to start out the email with first name, again, with my curly braces around it. So 2 curly braces on the left, 2 curly braces on the right, and now I've inserted whatever first name field in the spreadsheet that we're going to create here in just a little bit. I really want you to look over this attached information and can't wait to hear your feedback. Now, if you notice, I've got my personal signature in this email. And when I send this campaign, the email is going to go out from my personal email address, from my name with my signature in it. It's not going to look like a templated email. It's really going to look like a personal one-off email that's been created. So I'm going to come over here and just drag in an attachment here. It doesn't matter what it is, because now I've attached this email, and anybody who gets it in my mail merge. So again, let's say I'm sending out this to 400 people. All 400 people are going to get this message with the attachment in it just because I created this email draft. So maybe I want a message field. So I want to include some personalized message here. For example, as I create my list, maybe I remember certain people on this list as I'm so good to see you again last weekend at the conference that we visited each other at, and I can't wait to see you at the next one, or some simple message like that. And then at the bottom, I can come in here and put in more content. If you would like to make any additional comments, please reply to my email. Best regards. So now I've got my email set up, and you can see my subject line, first name, I need you to look at this great information. So I'm just going to exit out, to save and close that. And what you'll notice is that it's in my drafts. You can see that I've got my attachment there. You can see I keep a lot of drafts here. The idea is that when I get into the Spreadsheets app for Google Sheets, I'm going to be able to see that draft as a template message that I can send. I'm really excited. You guys are going to love this. I really can. I can just tell. So the first thing I know that I need is a first name field. And all emails are going to have an email field. And then I, in my message, included a message field. So I want to put Cliff because that's me. And I'm going to put my email. And it was great to see you on Saturday. And maybe I need another person, so I'll just put Cliff2, and I'll put another email address that I have. Thanks for always being there to serve our members. So these are two very simple email fields here that I've got set up, or two email distribution channels in these three fields. So the next step is we need to add, and also, by the way, I'm going to get off on a side tangent, but before I do, we're going to go in here and name this. So this will be email group for information. So this is something that in my Google Drive, when I pull up this spreadsheet later and I'm looking at the analytics of who's looked at this email, I know what it is because I send a lot of these emails, so this way I can put a name on it, and it's just like any other spreadsheet at this point. So you can already see that I have the Yet Another Mail Merge add-on, but what you're going to do if you don't have it is go to Get Add-ons, and you're going to type in YAMM, Yet Another Mail Merge, and hit Enter. And it will come up, and instead of Manage, you'll be able to install it. You click on the install, you install this add-on to your Google Sheets account. It's going to ask you for some permissions and potentially to log in again. You may have to create an account. Again, the free account is the easiest way to get started. If you really love it like I do, it's $24, or at least that's what it is right now, and you can send 400 emails a day. Like I said, if you have a G Suite account and you pay that $24, then you can send 2,500 emails in a day. So it's a really great deal. Yet Another Mail Merge is one of the top downloaded add-ons for Google Sheets. It's pretty impressive deal. It's one of my favorite tools. So now that you've installed it, we're going to go to add-ons. We're going to scroll down to Yet Another Mail Merge, and we're just going to click on Start Mail Merge. There's some other functions in there, and we're really not going to go into a lot of that during this video, but right now it's loading up, and it says there are no emails to send. You've already used the same sheet to send emails in the past. No, thanks. Let it get loaded up here. All right, so you can see who is it sending from. So I could change this. I could say, your best friend Cliff or whatever. This is going to be in the email headers who the name is that associates with your email address. And when I click this drop down, you're going to see every draft that I have. You see I send a lot of these Toastmasters emails through this account. And so I'm going to click the first name. I need you to look at this great information. And I can browse more email templates. I can choose to track emails open, clicked, or bounced. This is definitely one of the biggest strengths to this tool, so I highly recommend it. And then you've got some other information. So if I've got multiple email accounts, I can choose that here. If I want a sheet filter, so only send it to specific people or rows, I can set up a filter for this. I can set up a custom reply to address. So maybe I'm sending it from my email address, but I want them to reply to a different one. I can give a personalized attachment, and this would be from a specific folder that is in my Google Drive. And if you click through here, it's very easy. It tells you exactly how to do all of this stuff. It's pretty great. I also have the ability to put an unsubscribe link. So if you're using this to kind of manage your email lists and marketing tools, the unsubscribe link is really important for spam purposes so that a user can tell you not to email them again through this tool. and then you can set up polls inside of your email. So I'm not going to set up any complicated things like that today. I have a choice to either send the 2 emails, delay delivery, or receive a test email. Everybody knows that if you're going to send out this email, let's assume that I've got 400, 500 people on this list, that I need to test it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say receive a test email. Now, why this is working, I'm going to tell you that if I had, let's say, 1,500 emails to send today, then what's going to happen is it's only going to allow me to send the 400 emails. You can see that right here I have 346 left because I've already sent a bunch. And so you can see exactly how many you can send today. As soon as you set this campaign to send, it'll go up to your maximum limit for what is remaining for the day. And then there will be a timer that after 24 hours from this email, it will go ahead and automatically send the rest of those emails up to your max for that day. So let's say you have 1,500 emails and I can send 400 a day. I'm going to send 400, 400, 400, and 300. And so it'll take me 4 days to send it, but without a paid G Suite account, that's still a pretty sweet deal. I've only had to send a few campaigns where I had to send more than that. The other thing that you should know, if you start thinking, man, why would this tool limit this? It's not this tool that's limiting it. It is your Gmail account. So your Gmail account is limited to sending 500 or so emails a day naturally. And yet another mail merge says, since we're making this really easy for you to send emails in bulk, we're going to limit you on the front end so that you don't miss out on being able to send the emails that you're manually typing in and sending to everybody, because that would be really unuser friendly. And we just want to let you know up front, we're going to cap this out at a certain amount, so it's about 50 below or 100 below your natural limit. If you have a G Suite account, that your natural limit is increased because it's a paid service at that point. So by now I should have received my test email, and sure enough, there it is. And you can see that obviously this is from me, but it says in my email subject line, Cliff, I need you to look at this great information. And then if I click into it, you can see, Cliff, I want you to look over this, see the attached. Also, I've got my signature in here. This looks really great. If you're thinking that you really need this, then I'm telling you, if you have any troubles with it whatsoever, just leave me a comment below or hit me up on Facebook, clifford.colvin, and I will definitely try and help you. Also, yet another mail merge has a support on their website. If you just Google YAMM, it should be the first thing that comes up. Like I said, it's a highly used tool, and you should be able to get plenty of support in their support forums. We're going to bounce back over here real quick and just send the 2 emails. You'll see, if this was 500 emails, this progress bar will come up and it'll tell you this is going to take about X amount of time. But since this is not a large list, I've only got 2 in here, you can see that it went fairly quickly. So the first thing that happens here is that you get this report pop up on the right-hand side of your report now, or of your spreadsheet now. And it's got opened, clicked, responded, bounced, and unsubscribed. So obviously opened is anybody who opens the email. If there's a link inside your email and they click it, that's going to trigger the clicked. Responded is if they reply to the email. Bounced is if they get a bounce back from the server. And if there is an unsubscribed link in your email, it will tell you if they unsubscribed. So I'm going to come back over here. You should see this in here now. And we should be able to see now, live streaming here, it says that 50% of my emails have been opened. Now, some of these other metrics are going to be percentages of the ones opened. So if you have to open it to see a click, then this is not going to be a percentage of the total, it's going to be a percentage of the open. So since one email is open, if the one person also clicked, you should see 100%. The same thing with responded. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to click on one of these links, and hopefully this will go and track that for me. For some reason my internet's being a little bit slow today, but it forwarded on. I'm going to come back over here, and now you see that 100% of the people have clicked this link. This is great. Now I know if people are actually following my call to action. Let's assume that I really appreciate this email. and I'm just going to send this, archive it, and move on with life. Here in just a moment, you should see, now you see that I've actually moved that person from the clicked column to the responded. So they're going down in order of importance. The click follow through is great. The response to email is a higher precedent. So you see that here, and you can also see it in this column here, and you can see the information when they clicked it, when they responded, and you could search and filter that based on this. So if you clicked on this box over here, it's going to allow you to see or filter that list. The same thing here. Of course, right now nobody in that merge status is still labeled as that, so that's why I didn't show any. So overall, this is a great tool in my opinion, and I hope that you will give it a look and try it out. If you have any questions, or you just really love this tool, just leave a comment below and let me know what you think, and how I can get you some more information on other tools that you might really love. So thanks for watching, and have a great evening.